Welcome back, everybody. Today we got a couple visual Halo Infinite teasers going up on the social media accounts of Halo. Also, mysterious codes, a Cortana tease, a new picture of Chief, and Xbox boss Phil Spencer talks about the structure of Halo Infinite and more. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Now, this first one is very interesting. We'll talk about all the numbers and text going on here later, but I would say obviously this is Master Chief, and I think it's clear that he's inside a Pelican that might be going to a drop-off point very soon. We see these weird lights. I can't tell if they're flying by something and these open spots are actually like damage from the hole, the opening to the Pelican, or if these are just reflections. Kind of hard to tell, but I have a strong suspicion what we see here is actually going to be the opening moment to the gameplay demo that we see on Thursday. But real quick, guys, if you're looking for another game to kill time with while waiting for Halo Infinite, I recommend checking out today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. In Raid Shadow Legends, you command an assortment of champions while uncovering the mystery of a war-torn kingdom. Now, these champions can hail from 16 different factions. Each are split into 4 general groups. I also appreciate the art design of this game, as most games have the cartoony designs to it, but if you want to check out this game, then be sure to check it out in the description. It's free to play. It's on iOS, Android, and PC. So yes, there's 16 different factions full of champions, and each of these are split into 4 general groups. The first one is the Talarians. So if you're wanting simple but effective champions, this is where you'll find your faction. Knights, elves, and barbarians with their conventional weaponry make up the bulk here. Group 2 is the Gallon Pact. This is made up of mostly misunderstood factions like man-beast hybrids and orcs that live in tribes on the outskirts of civilization. Group 3, the Corrupted, as the name suggests, are a twisted bunch. Dark elves, demons, the undead that specialize in applying status effects in the battle to gain an advantage. Finally is the Nyrisan Union. In the last group, this is the shadiest group of the 4, as only one faction of this group has made themselves known. I gotta admit, I found myself drawn to the Corrupted, more specifically the Undead Horde faction. You have the Siphi, the Lost Bride, who is this ghoulish looking lady who can bring your allies back from the dead, and Bloodgorged, a vampire lord who does the opposite when he kills an enemy with his decapitate skill, and he prevents them from ever coming back. And right now, actually, the brand new Tag Team Arena is live. So Tag Arena is the next level competition PvP battle. So instead of a single 4 versus 4 like in Classic Arena, it's a series of 3 rounds consisting of 4v4 battles. So whoever wins 2 matches out of 3 wins the series. This mode is new right now, so the devs are actually promoting it by giving out special rewards in the game to whoever manages to finish high up in the rankings. So if you like getting sweaty in PvP games, Tag Arena is definitely a must play. Whatever faction you end up falling in with, you're going to want to make your champion stronger, and that's where tournaments come in. You get these cool rewards while competing with the community, and if you want a head start to get a strong team that people don't want to miss with, click the link down below to get 100k silver and an epic champion for free. This guy in particular right now is Lightsworn. In addition to hitting hard, he can also lower your opponent's attack and even keep your allies from dying. Make sure to claim him from your inbox once you start the game. You don't want to miss this champion. So regarding the HUD effects that we see in this quick GIF is that there's actually a lot of similar codes to the 2019's HUD effects, so basically a lot of Xbox Game Passes. There is another mention of the SPDR program, which in short is an external program that can fix AIs when they can't fix themselves, which might have something to do with Master Chief reacquiring Cortana on a chip and fixing her potential logic plague or also rampancy. And regarding the glitchy boxes here, I composited these together, and really it doesn't look like it's a QR code, so maybe this is another secret code in some other format, or these are just random effects on the HUD and we're all looking a little bit too deep into this. But ultimately, there isn't anything too shocking here. Let's move on. So we have another teaser with 343's countdown on their official Halo accounts, and by the way, as predicted, it's unique assets this time. It's not something that was recycled from 2019's reveal. So what we see here appears to be a helmet being brought down over some kind of opening. What I think this is Master Chief's Mark 7 armor, or whatever his new armor is being constructed by Dr. Halsey or someone else. This would make sense because this seems to be now a reoccurring theme, because the other day with Chief's armor having kind of like a final paint polish on it with 117 being kind of ironed on. For July 22nd, tomorrow, the day right before the reveal, I suspect we will get another snippet of Chief's armor being constructed, but tomorrow tomorrow it might show a little bit more of Chief's armor. So Xbox has actually replied to an individual giving us another tease, because like the other week they gave us a tease that the Arbiter would be in Halo Infinite and that there would be a whole mission with maybe Master Chief and the Arbiter fighting together. But for here we have a Twitter replying to Xbox teasing some Halo Infinite stuff. Paris said, "I'm ready," with a gif of Chief and Cortana saying their goodbyes from Halo 4, and Xbox replied to this post. They said, "We can't wait to see who he brings as a +1." So it seems like Master Chief, implied from this post, has a +1 to begin with. We also have this new angle of Chief kind of showing off the slight changes to his armor. But for the picture here, the text is a little bit confusing, but it's actually showing the order of the event, which is firstly the pre-show and then the main show, which is the showcase with Halo Infinite. But the way that they kind of spelled this out, showcase with Halo Infinite, I would say it kind of strongly implies that a lot of the show is going to be focused on Halo Infinite's campaign gameplay. But lastly, there's the post-show, and I didn't even know that there was a thing until now, so that's something to look forward to, and there might be some Halo Infinite tidbits in there as well. Moving on, we have a recent post on Halo's Twitter. A community spotlight image went up, which shows Chief facing a banished scarab on what is probably inspired from Zeta Halo via the 2018 trailer. Obviously, this is fan-made and isn't the first time they've posted fan-made content, because they do it all the time, but the timing of this post is really interesting, and honestly, I think it just adds to the evidence that Halo Infinite's campaign gameplay demo or reveal will focus on the banished as the enemy. In other news, Xbox Phil Spencer teased some big changes to Halo Infinite structure of sorts. I'll unpack it and explain it after the quote, but here it is. He said, "There's been a ton of learning in the studio around what does it mean to actually have a collection, the kind of totality of the Halo lore and stories and experience inside of one Halo world, one Halo UI, and platform. They've seen some of the benefits of not requiring that our customers make a decision between, do I want to play this one or that one. I feel like, in a way, the games almost complete each other. You see that there's some annualized franchises that are out there, which clearly Halo's not annualized, but you see that where they spend a lot of energy actually trying to move customers who are already playing your game to a new version of your game. I think as gaming has evolved, there's a view of our customers are our customers, and we should respect them where they are. It's similar to our Xbox message, and I think you'll see that in the terms of the way Infinite is talked about, even the structure of what the game is itself. So while it's hard to define exactly what Phil may be hinting at here, I believe he may be hinting at some ideas are being borrowed from Halo MCC and being put in Halo Infinite, and that even the structure of Halo Infinite helps people playing the kind of Halo experience they want to without evolving if they don't want to. So my speculation is maybe when you start at multiplayer, you will have an option to play Halo 3's sort of sandbox gameplay where everything's pickups, or Halo 5's, which is, clamber and sprint and thruster and so on. He says he's talking about what is similar to his Xbox message, which I think they're talking about how we, the player, are the future of Xbox. Well, he could be referring that the game is a live service or actively supported on at launch, which honestly isn't objectively a bad thing in my opinion, but we'll just have to see how they execute it. He could also be talking about maybe the fact that MCC falls all under one umbrella of progression, achievements, and tracks multiplayer across the board, and maybe that ties in with Halo Infinite. I'm not sure. I'm really curious to see what he's talking about, and if you guys have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Honestly, this is probably going to be my last video before the premiere of Halo Infinite's campaign gameplay. I am so freaking thrilled, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support and comments and likes and just subscribing on the channel and watching the content. I really do appreciate it to the bottom of my heart, and I'm just so thrilled to see what we've been speculating on, talking about for years now, for almost 5 years. So anyway, I'll catch you at the premiere, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, you take care. Peace.